Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. This is now where we start the graveyard shift. I hope that you are full and fed and you are ready for our afternoon sessions. I have no doubt that Gary is going to inspire you with his session this afternoon. Let me do a quick intro for you. So, those of you that don't know Gary, he's the founding partner and CEO of Relog. It was established in 2019. A retail and logistics consulting firm specializing in developing competitive distribution strategies, infrastructure, and operations. Prior to Relog, Gary was the managing director and founder of Industrial Logistics Systems since 1987. Relog is a management takeover of the ILS Cape Town office. Gary's expertise and passion lies in the retail, supply chain, and logistics sector. He has been influential to every major retailer in South Africa. He is considered an expert in distribution management systems, retail supply chains, and logistics efficiency. A notable influence Gary has had on the local South African landscape is his key role in implementing centralized distribution models. With this journey that began in 1987, a first for the country. So Gary's going to be talking about the changing face of retail and the impact on supply chains. So we were just talking backstage, and one fun fact about Gary is that he's into Ferraris. Is there another one that you'd like to share with us, Gary, before we start?
I think all my other likes and shares, I think I need to keep secret, otherwise I'll get
Okay, with that in mind, I'm going to hand over to you, and we look forward to the session and your insights and thoughts. So take it away. Thank you.
Thank you. So hopefully you can see my presentation. Thanks everyone for joining. As Tanya said, it's the graveyard shift. You've just had lunch. And I was once told that you should try avoid speaking at graveyard shifts because everyone just nods off and wants to go to sleep. So I knew that I was given this session, and I tried to make it a little bit different, a little bit exciting. So I'm going to show you lots of videos and open your mind. And they say if you want to keep people awake, speak about sex, politics, or religion. I'm not going to do that because that's going to get me into trouble. So let's start the presentation and let's go. And please ask questions at the end. Technology. Okay. So a little bit about Relog. Our DNA is about reinventing things, repurposing things. So our approach is all about refocusing on what's new, sustainability, reimagining on how the supply chain will be changing due to the environment in which we operate, and reinventing the technology that drives these changes. So that's why this is very current in our thinking and very focused on what I'm going to talk about. But effectively, everything is all about the customer at the end. The pandemic accelerated the changes and our acceptance by customers to a new world of retail, and changed the age profile of online customers. So it gave us quite a significant change in our landscape. And retail is changing. We used to debate self-service versus being served. Now the debate is online versus in-store or offline or bricks and mortar.
Shopping usually involves one of two options: go to the store or buy it online. These days, more and more people are opting for the box on their doorstep, which is putting a squeeze on traditional brick and mortar retail. But when online shopping can't quite deliver, you need to go to the store. The experience can be frustrating and disappointing. Online or offline, these cannot be the only option.
So the real thing is, what will the future hold? Will we see a change, and how will we handle the supply chain and the physical delivery and the customer expectation? Where are we going? What are the trends? What are some of the next big things? What do we need to be thinking of in terms of supply chain? And how do we keep up? Okay. And this is really an exciting space that we're in, because it's so dramatic and it's changing every day.
buzz out of buying something. A little tingle of excitement. It feels good, doesn't it? That's your brain producing dopamine. It's the same rush you get from chocolate or sex. During lockdown, people were increasingly forced to rely on the internet to get their retail dopamine hits. In fact, over $4 trillion was spent buying stuff online in 2020, almost a third more than the year before. Shopping is going through a radical shift right now, and the pandemic has sped it up. Retailers have been forced to adapt and innovate. Driving this revolution? You.
And we need to be adaptable to the future. Change will come. It's unplanned, unexpected. Who predicted COVID? Who predicted the riots? Or other than Bill Gates, I suppose, he predicted COVID was coming. And who predicted all our riots and problems we had in KZN a few weeks ago? If you told me that was going to happen 3 months ago, we would have thought you were crazy. So we move from this debate of e-commerce versus bricks and mortar. What's really happening in retail? What are the trends?
Retail shopping will change more in the next 10 years than it has in the last 1,000 years. Everything will change.
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto. Welcome back to the desk.
Stores will behave more like websites, and websites more like stores. The fundamentals of what a store is, its purpose and function, is already changing.
And we are seeing these changes. How do we adapt, and how does it affect us, and where will we go in the future? And we're starting to see a convergence. Bricks and mortar or offline retail is changing to be online, or online is changing to be bricks and mortar. Every retailer is starting to have an online presence, but it's starting to merge where the online is happening in store. And we're seeing it in South Africa, for example, at Yaffe Chef. You can walk into the mall and you can order stuff on their webpage and gets delivered to the store. You can collect it at the store if you ordered it online, or similarly with egg. It's a true omni-channel experience. COVID has changed our expectation and our culture of shopping, and who are now shops online. And we see it internationally. Let's see a little bit about what's happening in China.
In China, a new form of retail is taking shape that's combining the best of both online and offline retail. Alibaba, the company best known for its online marketplace, is leading the way. For them, the future isn't total domination of e-commerce. Rather, it's the complete digitization of all commerce that could be the key to saving traditional retail. The company simply refers to this as new retail. It's already helping even the most traditional retail models adapt to a new digital world in unexpected, creative ways. Why not start with the supermarket? Let's face it, no one really enjoys the process of grocery shopping. But ordering online isn't perfect either. Some things you want to pick yourself, and life can't always accommodate a delivery window. Enter Huma, Alibaba's designed-from-scratch grocery store for modern times, customized the way consumers want to shop for food. The shopping experience is powered by your mobile phone. Scan and find out what you're buying. You can buy groceries, or eat in with the freshest seafood that's instantly prepared for you. And best of all, you can have your groceries and cooked seafood all delivered to you in as quickly as 30 minutes, if you're lucky enough to live within a 3-kilometer radius of Huma. That's because every Huma store doubles as a distribution center. The model is so popular in China that people are actually moving to live near Huma locations.
So we're missing out a little bit, but I'm not thinking of moving to China just yet. Things are going to be happening in South Africa as well. So what we knew has changed, and as it changes, we need to adapt the supply chain. And you can see the Hummus stores building a distribution outlet at the store, and the promise has to be to make sure the product is available, will be delivered when the customer needs it, and that's what drives us in the supply chain. We're moving from small stores to malls, and that's going to influence what's happening. Let's see what's happening. Changes affecting all sizes of business.
Even the local mom-and-pop convenience stores can get a new retail makeover. These stores, which are the lifeblood of many communities, probably haven't changed much since the mid-'80s and aren't as convenient as they need to be for today's shoppers. Meet the Huangs, the proud owners of this convenience store in Hangzhou, China. Their store used to look like this. Now it looks like this. But the real transformation is the store has gone digital. Alibaba created a special mobile app which provides the Huangs consumer analytics of their store. They can then use the app to order the items most likely to sell directly from one source and avoid having to deal with multiple distributors. This means the shop in your neighborhood is more likely to have what you are looking for. For the ultimate new retail test, let's head to the mall. Yes, the one that everyone predicts is dying. Alibaba is up for this challenge too, and has even been investing in some of China's biggest shopping malls. You buy a pair of jeans, but it's not the right fit and your size isn't in stock. No problem. This store is fitted out with a virtual shelf. Just select the one you want. Scan with your Tmall app and have it delivered to your home. No need to stand in line at the checkout. Even a pit stop to the ladies' room can be a new retail experience. While you wait, check yourself out in the magic mirror and experiment with new makeup colors virtually. Like what you see? Buy it from vending machines and freshen up your look. From ladies' room to makeup lounge. The possibilities for new retail are endless once you erase the lines between online and offline and reimagine it based on the way consumers actually want to shop. The key to saving traditional retail is to forget about tradition altogether.
And it's affecting everyone, and this is only in China as an example. But there are exciting stories around the world, and Amazon is changing things and developing new technologies, and you can see all around the world. But what about Africa? And this is what's happening in Africa. One of our projects that we presented on SAPEX last year was Trigger Foods. That's changing a complete market in Kenya. The informal traders, unsophisticated informal traders, are getting access to all the data of what their sales are and what needs to be replenished so that their availability is improved. Trigger helps them plan their business and their supply. They link this back to the growers and the farmers. And Trigger is starting to use blockchain in their whole supply chain. So it's at a very informal sector, they're using the highest level of technology. Let's talk about Egg. It's a shopping experience linked to digital. It's a shopping experience, the ultimate in retail theater. And the availability and choice, the uniqueness, and it's a totally new retail experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Out there.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
So if you get the chance, while any of the Cape Townians or when you're visiting Cape Town, visit the store in Cavendish, experience it. Soon there'll be one in Joburg, in Rosebank, but you can always go online in the meantime. It creates a new sensual shopping experience, linking your social media and shopping euphoria with beacons and technology that works out what you really need. And this is the weareegg.co.za webpage for anyone that wants to go there. And we had to develop a concept for a new startup that didn't exist. So we had to think out of the box to create a solution to deliver their solutions for their customers. And technology has driven change. We connect in different ways. Our demands are changing. COVID and lockdowns changed the way we shop. Time pressures are changing the way we shop. And changes are changing us as shoppers. So what are some of the technologies?
Increasingly, retailers are using beacons to enhance in-store experiences while simultaneously bridging your physical and online experiences. Beacons are small, wireless devices that transmit a continuous radio signal. The signal ID is detected by smartphones that send the ID to a cloud server. The server can then push targeted content to your device. Bluetooth Low Energy Ble is a technology behind beacons, and it provides device location on a very micro level, down to a single store aisle, for instance. This means that if you have opted in, retailers will be able to gather data not only on your movements, but also be able to push content to your device. Say you're walking past your favorite department store and they're having a sale. With a beacon nearby, your phone could alert you to the sale. From a retailer's perspective, the data collection aspect of beacons is arguably more important than sales. They will be able to use the information to better segment customers and advertise accordingly. Stores like Macy's and Bunnings have already deployed beacons. Retailers are no longer content to identify us via a swipe of a loyalty card at the point of sale. They want to identify us as soon as we enter the store. The iPhone X has helped to normalize facial recognition, and using this technology, retailers aim to provide a customized experience. The technology, which uses over 16,000 reference points in your face, was originally designed to support security of events at international airports. By using facial recognition systems, retail staff will know what type of product you buy and what your average spend is, so they can give more love to higher spenders. They'll be able to use software that reads emotion to identify when you are frustrated and notify staff to respond. Of course, the staff that do respond may not be your typical human employees. Meet your new robot shopping assistant.
Hello, I am Moshbot. What are you looking for today?
Robot assistant technology already exists and can greet you in multiple languages. They have built-in 3D scanners and image recognition software to identify items and navigate the store to guide you to the product. If you have an out-of-the-box question that is beyond the robot, you can start a video conference with a human. The robots are not limited to customer interaction, and will also move into the supply chain with robots that check stock, find pricing errors, and items that are being misplaced. These robots are intelligent enough to navigate existing stores and move around customers. The data these robots gather is compiled and analyzed to provide improvement recommendations. Traditional mirrors are out and smart displays are in. Using artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and gesture recognition technology, the mirrors can superimpose clothing over your on-screen image. In effect, the mirror becomes a virtual changing room where you can create complete outfits without ever getting dressed. This technology allows you to see all items, even items that are not in stock, and try on dozens of different combinations. To see what the same item would look like in a different color, just swipe your hand. You can even share your virtual picture on social media, so your friends can give you advice before you buy that new jacket. Oak Labs has a similar product for fitting rooms. When you walk into a fitting room, the mirror comes alive with all the items you have using RFID. You can request other sizes, cuts, and colors at the display, and an alert is sent to sales staff to deliver the product to you. Using big data, the sales staff can also bring in additional products that other customers typically buy with those items. Essentially, it brings the ease of online shopping into the tangible world of retail. Retail stores can use this technology not just to measure average time in the fitting room, but also which items have the highest conversion rate. After robot support and interactive displays comes the payment process. Self-service checkouts have existed for over a decade. Paying with your phone or watch is newer, but we will see the rise and fall of this technology. The future of payments is you walking out of the store with your item automatically being scanned and the total being charged to your account. Amazon already has shops that identify you as you enter and automatically charge you as you leave. No need to scan any items. Payment in the future will have no queues, no checkouts, and no hassles.
And we're seeing these technologies in stores already. So Lowe's in America use the virtual assistant who goes around and helps you. And I know of a particular home do-it-yourself warehouse store in South Africa that frustrates the hell out of me trying to get any assistance. So maybe they'll get some mobile assistance into their stores. That would be exciting. And then let's talk about what's happening in South Africa.
Another one of my favorite big projects is Checkers Rush. It's our concept of a check out the store, walk in, pick up the products off the shelf, walk out. We use advanced AI and machine vision technology and cameras to identify which products and brands customers are taking from the shelf, and then we automatically bill your bank card. Okay?
And I think it's only available in Cape Town, so I'm not sure how many stores they've rolled out, but you don't have to feel left out. At least it's starting to happen in South Africa. And then there's a lot of technologies that are driving all of this. RFID, 5G, Internet of Things, big data, artificial intelligence, near frequency, chips, Bluetooth, beacons. We've spoken about some of them and everyone touches on them, but probably one of the most exciting is going to be voice and
Alexa, your Star Trek assistant. We basically envision a world where Alexa is everywhere, says Priya Abani, director of Amazon Voice Services. Jeff Bezos says that the inspiration for Alexa came from the Star Trek computer, where you ask it things, ask it to do things for you, and ask it to find things. Typing on a screen is slow and will be seen as a thing of the past. Taking its place will be your voice, which is fast. Take smart homes with lights that you can control with your phone as an example. As Jeff Bezos says, you still need to find your phone, open the app, get to the right screen, and turn on your light. But with Alexa, you can simply ask, Alexa, turn on bedside lamp. Back in the old days, you would listen to the news on the radio, and you didn't need a screen. The difference now is that you are in control with your voice, asking Alexa to tell you the news highlights of the day as you get ready for work. And this allows for faster processing. Elon Musk is working on ways to bridge the gap between our brains and the power of our computers. But could voice control be one step in that direction, as it allows for faster multitasking commands? You can turn on the heating in your car while you are in the kitchen. You can unlock your front door for a repair person while at work. Or you can preheat your oven while you're getting out of the shower, all by using voice commands. Today, Alexa has been integrated into over 20,000 devices. You can ask Alexa to have the Roomba start cleaning. With an Echo Auto or a car with Alexa built in, you can ask it to open the garage door while you approach your driveway. There are smart Wi-Fi routers, so that you can ask Alexa to pause the Wi-Fi to your children's devices. And as you get ready for bed, you can ask Alexa to turn on your mattress warmer. Amazon is working on making Alexa predictive, opening the blinds, turning on the coffee maker, and playing the news headlines for you in the morning automatically. You might even get to have a little Alexa helper follow you around the house.
Alexa, take my bags to the front door.
Amazon is reportedly working on a waist-high robot that will be an Alexa on wheels. They already have robots running their warehouses, so when will they make their way into our homes? Key is a smart door lock that is another one of Amazon's services. Not only is Amazon operating cargo ships and their own airline, they even have tows in your home to complete the whole delivery chain. So why not have Alexa approved delivery people that your front door opens for? And your mini Alexa home robot takes care of your packages and stores them away for you when you get home. You could give the Alexa helper a cup to put into the smart dishwasher while you're sitting in the living room, or give it your bags to put into your car. And the day will come when you will have 100% control over such things as your car by using your voice. You could ask Alexa to roll up the windows or change your destination. How about asking Alexa to help you find parking spots and pay for parking?
So it's exciting tech, and some of it's even being developed locally and applied locally.
The reason we launched ShopRite X was a realization that customers are transforming almost faster than we do. retail is as much about doing the old things well as it is about using technology to make products to customers in a cheaper and faster way. If you take 60/60, which has been a multi-award winning innovation, we did more of the hard work for customers than ever's been done before in South Africa. One of the very key stats is that we delivered 1.5 million orders in the last year in less than 30 minutes.
And it's been a game changer, and you can't drive anywhere and not be swarmed by delivery motorcycles. Question is it sustainable, and how will it change in the future? We need to think of the costs. We deliver to stores, we merchandise on shelves, then we've now got added cost. We pick on behalf of the customer. We pack for the customer, we've got added packaging costs. We then deliver it to the customer. Are these deliveries even eco-friendly? A lot of motorcycles with two-stroke motors with high pollution. There's no real economies of scale in the last mile. So it's not really a cheap solution, but it's servicing what customers want. And I passed a company recently in Cape Town who are using electric scooters. I suppose charging them in South Africa could be a problem. And is this sustainable? Right now, the costs are borne by the retailer. We may pay for delivery, but we're not paying anywhere near the extra cost that the systems are costing. And are we picking up the cost of these deliveries in food price increases? Are we subsidizing deliveries? Will it change? Okay. Amazon has effectively split their fresh from their non-perishable groceries. We need to understand what we want and what we'll pay for.
When it comes to services that makes it easier for people to buy groceries, there is Prime Pantry and Amazon Fresh. Prime Pantry lets you skip your grocery trip and buy snacks, drinks, and home goods online with Prime shipping, while Amazon Fresh handles all of the fresh foods such as vegetables, dairy, and meat with same-day delivery. And for other everyday items, Amazon is making it easier for customers to make buying decisions by having its own Amazon-branded products, from baby wipes and kitchenware to keyboards, cables, exercising dumbbells, paper shredders, and more.
And will there be a split in this and a focus on cost and service, starting to bring dark stores, micro-fulfillment centers, click and collect, home deliveries, ordering online, that orders can be picked directly at a DC and avoid the cost of the in-store last mile. Gives economies of scale, and urgent orders are then only picked in store. Okay, we need to focus on what the supply chain costs are, and as we move to satisfy the customer, make sure it's cost effective. We're also seeing a convergence. Here's an online retailer selling other people's products in their stores, online selling cotton on, and the retail online is starting to blur. Okay, what about micro fulfillment centers? Effectively a mini distribution center that can service customers' orders without in-store picking, but close to customer demand.
Vonzel's Micro Fulfillment Center is a clever combination of supermarket and automated warehouse. Be it a normal shop, click and collect, or home delivery, everything is available here from a single source.
So you go into the shop, you can sit there, have coffee while your order's being picked to be collected if you didn't order it online in advance, or you go into the shop and pick up some extra items or the fresh items that you didn't want them to pick on your behalf, so you can choose the Avo that you can pinch and feel yourself. And so micro fulfillment centers are going to be part of our life quite already. You can effectively say what we built at Egg is a micro fulfillment center. Here's an example of one in America.
Takeoff Technologies, founded in the fall of 2016 by executives with an international knowledge and passion for grocery. Since its inception, Takeoff's original idea has flourished into a globally recognized last-mile fulfillment strategy and brand that is currently executing over 30 projects with a team of more than 200 people. In partnership with Canal, Takeoff created a highly flexible automated solution that has revolutionized how retailers can support the digitalization of their customers. This automated micro-fulfillment solution now bridges the gap between customer experience and profitability. The term micro-fulfillment, coined by Takeoff, is simply a compact version of centralized fulfillment center, co-located inside a hyper-local market. Being co-located in an existing market allows retailers to offer the full assortment while using the automation to maximize the productivity like a centralized warehouse. The automated MFC can process items at the pick station in as little as every 6 seconds, making the 30-minute pickup possible.
And this is taking off worldwide, I suppose, excuse the pun on takeoff. What's happening locally? We needed a fulfillment center for e-commerce, for egg, but also a stockroom for the store. We needed to know what was in the store when an order came in for stock that wasn't in the fulfillment center. At the same time, if a customer was in the store and his item wasn't on the shelf, we needed to quickly service the customer. So the difference between the in the store and the online was blurred, but the fulfillment center created that bridge. And this is just taking us through the packing area, in receiving, in dispatch, high security storage for different products, and moving into the warehouse, stocking items in a flexible manner so that you can move stock around in a very quick way as it's replenished by their partners. Excuse the fact that I didn't have sexy music there. So what are the changes that we can expect? We're starting to see things like Pargo, Parcel Ninja, Paxi, collection centers. We're talking about consolidated deliveries, shopping mall services, and I'll go through some of those things.
Do you love shopping online, but the only thing you're getting is missed delivery notes? We understand. Your day isn't subject to the trading hours of the local post office, and collecting your parcel doesn't always work out. Introducing Pargo, a parcel point for deliveries and returns. Pargo gives you a variety of pickup points to choose from, and all that is left to choose is a point most convenient to you. Now you can combine something simple like shopping and picking up your parcel. It's so easy to use. Go to your favorite online shop, choose Pargo at the checkout page, and choose the pickup point you decide. On its way to you, you can track your parcel's movements through a secure track and trace system. We'll immediately notify you once the parcel has arrived via email or SMS, and have it ready for collection in an hour that is more suitable to your needs. Pargo, your parcel, your point, our promise.
And you can combine orders to get to a single Pargo collection point, and you can drop off your returns at the same time. So you're starting to get economies of scale and trying to get efficiency in the process.
Help your e-commerce business grow, save money, and keep customers happy by outsourcing your warehouse and delivery process to Parcel Ninja. Here's how it works. Install our plugin for your existing e-commerce platform, drop your stock off at our smart warehouse location. We'll shop around to get you the best price from multiple couriers in real time. Once an order is placed, it gets picked in our warehouse, packed in branded or custom packaging, and collected by courier. Real-time tracking is available through the entire fulfillment journey. Our analytics engine predicts how much stock you need, while a scalable model means providing world-class e-commerce service is easy and affordable. We know logistics better than you. Parcel Ninja takes care of the headache, giving you the freedom to grow your business.
And this gives you some of the tech that Parcel Ninja local developed company that's being developed to fulfill the supply chain in the online space. And
enter Shopify, an e-commerce platform which allows anyone to set up their own online store. The number of new stores set up in the first 6 weeks of the pandemic grew by more than 60% compared to the previous 6 weeks.
We saw Heinz catch up within, I think, a week or two of COVID hitting, setting up a store on Shopify to sell Heinz at home. We saw Lindt chocolate go direct to consumer for the first time.
Inspired by the Chinese model, Shopify aims to create an ecosystem which integrates e-commerce with social media.
What we're trying to do is simplify all of it. We want to make it an easy thing to do to have one centralized inventory and figure out which products should get pushed where. And if you're seeing traffic at your online store coming from Pinterest, we're going to tell you should activate the Pinterest channel and you should push product directly to Pinterest to better engage with that audience. But I think we're just at the early stages of social commerce, and I think people are beginning to understand that there's a real opportunity here, not just to meet new brands and connect with new brands,
but also to buy from those brands.
By being better connected to their customers, brands can work out not just what they want to buy, but where they want to shop. Take one of Shopify's merchants, the shoe company Allbirds. During the pandemic, when many brands were shutting up shop, Allbirds was opening stores.
We hear terms like, well, offline and online are competing, and online is hurting offline. You would never hear that from Allbirds. Because at the end of the day, what they're trying to do is create an experience, build a great brand, and sell you great shoes. And however you purchase, whatever means or channels you utilize to do so, they're happy. All those kind of feed into each other. The future retailers retail everywhere. If you want to sell to my mom, you gotta have a great brick and mortar experience because my mother prefers to buy that. But my sister, who's in her early 20s, she's looking to purchase things on Instagram.
It means the store isn't dead. It would just be reimagined to provide an entirely new type of experience.
They're great for providing theatre. They're great for providing a live experience with the customer, and to have expert sort of stylist level staff who can really help the customer in a way that the internet.
And that's a platform for everyone to go online. So a lot of small businesses can very quickly develop their online presence using Shopify. But in the end, it's all about the supply chain to actually execute it. What changes can we be expecting? Collection centers where products are moved to one single point to be collected from multiple retailers, or consolidated deliveries. So you actually get one delivery rather than multiples. We're looking at shopping mall services where shopping malls are actually looking at having a collection point in their basement that you can drive into, or consolidated delivery collection point. So the motorcyclists or the delivery vans can pick up all your stuff. And the shopping mall itself is adding a value to their store customers in that they are giving them a process that their online purchases and in-store purchases can actually be packaged and delivered from a single point. So you can go around shopping, you can buy things at different stores. You don't have to carry it from one store to the other. You just arrange that it'll all be downstairs in the basement, bring your car to the point, load the boot, and drive out. And at the same time as loading those products from in the boot, you may even be loading stuff that's been delivered to that mall from your online purchases from other vendors to be collected at the same point. So you don't have to sit at home waiting for some guy to deliver on a promise that was made for a certain time. And then where will it all end up is the question. Are we going to end up with 3D printers, a Star Trek replicator? I suppose we'll need a supply chain then to get material to your house so that the replicator can work. It's all going to be changing, and it's all going to be exciting, and it's all going to give us food for thought in supply chain of how we adapt and change what we do. And as long as we can be innovative and think about the future, we can reimagine the future. We can rejuvenate our supply chains. We can reinvigorate our supply chains. We can renew what we're doing, and we can refocus on what the customer wants. Thank you, everyone.
Where am I now? Hello. Thank you, Gary.
I hope I didn't put anyone to sleep after lunch.
No, I think you scared everybody more than anything. I do notice that Lebo doesn't seem to be a fan of Alexa. She doesn't want to see her everywhere. I don't know. Does anybody have any questions? There was a lot of good information. It's scary at the same time, but exciting. I think we'll see a lot more online, and I'm just hoping that somehow we can reduce the cost to the consumer, because it just seems at the moment that we are just paying and paying and paying. So that would be a good start.
Cycle of maturity. So you've got to pay the cost as it develops, but as it gets mature, it starts to get efficient.
Okay, that's good to hear. Yes, Celeste, they will be made available. All the videos to the sessions will be available to everybody early next week. We just want to edit them. Yeah, I think a lot of good information there, and I think everybody's just going, oh wow, is this what's going to happen? I mean, can we, I mean, I really like the approach of the egg approach to retail. I think that's quite different. It's quite exciting. And I think it does open opportunities for a lot more people that wouldn't be able to go the normal kind of retail route. Some aspiring SMMEs can jump in on that bandwagon. In terms of easier, quicker, more efficient deliveries, online shopping, does that not create more, what do they call it? Carbon footprint?
It does at the moment, but that's why there's this drive towards consolidation. So you go through the cycle of inefficiency, and then you've got to wind it back to try get economies of scale and efficiency in that process.
Okay, well
that's where we are at the moment.
Okay, well it's comforting to know that we as South Africa are kind of not completely behind in this online shopping, convenience shopping that the rest of the world is seeing. I mean, I don't think we're quite there yet, but we're definitely making good strides.
Yeah, but if we don't wake up soon, I'm going to have to move to China so I can go shop at Uber.
No.
Amazing.
Nobody wants to move to China. So Gary did mention at the front that he was going to talk about, what was it? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll to keep everybody awake. I think that you managed to keep everybody awake and focused in the session. Please, can I have a show of hands here for Gary and his presentation? A virtual clap, please. Fantastic. I'm glad that you guys found it interesting. Gary's presentations are always interesting. He's always got lots of new stuff to share with us. The videos will be available, so anything that you missed, you can recap on there. So, Gary, thank you very much for your time, sharing your insights and all this exciting stuff that's going on that not everybody's necessarily aware of. And that's why these events are so important, to share this information, make sure everybody stays up to date with what's happening.
I'll be available at one of the lounge tables marked Relog. If anyone wants to talk to me, I'll be moving to the table now. Thanks, everyone.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Gary. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody.